like the look of it.
That's got bad news written all over it. Dude, that's bad.
Have you been injured at home or work and it was completely your fault? Well, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to claim here, but Fifine have come up with a solution that should eliminate those ridiculous faults. Massive shout out to Fifine, who's reached out to the channel once again and allowed us to review the K037 wireless microphones. Fifine absolutely blew us away in a previous review, and the review was for the K6 XLR microphone, which if you're interested in checking out, it's available right there. This is the box you'll receive if you order the Fifine K037B wireless microphone. As you'll see, it's extremely well packaged.
I'm free.
On the side we have the off and on button. We got a little LED light there. We have Ant, which should be the antenna, and we have a compartment on the side where you can put 2 AAA batteries in there. We also get the headset as well, and there is the connector for the headset. You get the lavalier microphone as well. We get the transmitter, so we've got the antenna on top there. We've got a set button on top. We have the little XLR port as well. We have a clip on the back so you can attach it to your trousers. There is a flap on the front where you can put 2 AA batteries. There is the on and off on the front of the device as well, and you get a converter cable in the box also. If you want to plug this into a camera, use the converter cable. We slot that into there, and this end will plug into your camera. Now, depending if you want to use the headset or the lavalier microphone, you literally just plug into the top there. To pair the devices, we need to switch on the receiver. As you can see, we've got ourselves a green light on there at the moment. Then we turn on the transmitter using the on and off button on the front. On the receiver, we now have a red light, which means that it's actually paired with the transmitter, and the wireless microphone is now ready to use. And we're out on this lovely field here, and we're going to test out the Fifine wireless microphone now. And there we are, the Fifine microphone is all hooked up now. We've got our receiver hanging out of the camera. We've got our, let's try and get that in shot there. We've got our little transmitter down here. The audio should be coming through. I will turn to the sides, and I presume that is still going to come through. Now this is the big test now when we turn around. Can you still hear the audio through the Fifine microphone? Hopefully it's coming through. We'll turn back round, and I presume that's coming through. And then we'll face straight on. So we'll do our test where we walk backwards now. We'll count the steps. We'll see how far we get before it begins to cut out. 1, 2, 3. "61, 62, 63, 64, 65. 97, 98, 99, 100. Now if you can still hear me now, that is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm here, look, I'm on the bus. I'm on the bus, look, I'm here. Hey, look, I'm on the bus. Hey!
I'm going to guess it's not coming through because we are quite a distance away. But if it is coming through, let's do the test anyway, where we go to our side and we'll turn back. Walking forward. So if I come to roughly the midway point, we will do our test again where we turn around and see if you can actually hear me.
Patrick, can you hear me now? Yeah. Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Can you still hear me if I'm facing straight on here? We will turn to the side again. Can you still hear this? And then we'll turn our back to the camera. And I am still talking, so hopefully this is going to come through on the audio. And we'll turn to the side again. This coming through because I'm kind of blocking the line of sight a little bit here, so this might not work. We face the front again, and let's continue walking forward. I can't think of many situations where you'll be that kind of distance away from the camera. Okay, so we're a fair distance away now. This is probably the range I imagine people will probably stand in. We turn to the side again. Can you still hear me? We'll turn our back on the camera, and we will continue talking. If this is working, this is great, to be honest. And we'll turn back to the side again. And then we'll turn to the front and we'll continue walking back towards the camera. The audio that you're listening to now is coming from the lav microphone, which is part of the Fifine kit. I'll do a quick reading test, but unfortunately the only thing I could find... Right, here we go, let's do a bit of Slimming World. Whether you live for long, hot days or dread the thought of the mercury rising, summer can be a challenging time for your slim down. Help is at hand. Your Slimming World magazine team have put their heads together and come up with a seasonal package to get you really enjoying the sunshine. And we're going to be using the headset now. We'll do exactly the same test, so I'll read from the good old Slimming World magazine. I'll read the same sentence. Whether you live for long, hot days of dread, the thought of the mercury rising. Summer can be a challenging time for your slim down. Help is at hand. Your Slimming World magazine team have put their heads together and come up with a seasonal package to get you really enjoying the sunshine. This is a test using the lav microphone. I've plugged it into my USB mixing desk, and this is the kind of audio you can expect to get out of it when it's plugged into your PC. We've now got the Fifine receiver plugged into my amplifier. As you can hear, it does work. There's quite a lot of echo on my voice. That could be to do with my amplifier though. So if you have something that's a little bit more expensive with a bit more quality, chances are the audio will sound fine. And if we get too close between the receiver and the transmitter, you can hear there's some interference coming through. You need to make sure you're a fair distance away when you try and use this, else you will get that horrible noise come through. When you're using the microphone as well, it's best not to be knocking the microphone, because let's do a quick test now. You should be able to hear this. If you knock this microphone, it's going to start getting picked up on your final audio. If I just move around a little bit, do a little dance as well. Is this picking up any kind of bumps on the microphone? I'll tell you what, I'm such a good mover. I was not a professional dancer, I'll never know. When it comes to microphones, you've got the inbuilt microphone on the camcorder, which normally does a pretty decent job, but you're very restricted with how far away from the camera you can actually get before it starts losing the audio. Other than that, you can use something like this, which is the Movo shotgun mic, which normally performs a lot better than the inbuilt camera microphone, but once again, you're very restricted with how far you can move away from the camera when you're filming. You could get yourself a cabled lav microphone, so you can get something with a very long cable like this one, where you can get away from the camera quite a distance. But the issue you've got, like looking at that cable, there's every chance you might trip over it, or you might accidentally kick the cable, unplugging it from the camera, and then you lose your audio completely, and that's something you don't really want. And then you've got wireless microphones like this Fifine microphone, where you are not really restricted with your distance. Like the test we done previous, we managed to walk 100 steps behind us, and you could still hear the audio. I mean, okay, it was kind of crackling a little bit, but you haven't really got to take 100 steps back. I don't know anybody who films that far away from a camera. So we're no longer restricted with a wireless microphone. We haven't got the risk of tripping over a cabled lav microphone. We haven't got to be directly in front of the camera for you to pick up the audio.
That sounds good.
On the front of the transmitter, you've got a battery symbol as well, which is really useful, so you can tell if your batteries are running out. I probably would have liked one of those symbols on the receiver as well, because you don't know when the battery's going to run out until it actually goes. You get the wireless headset, you get the lav microphone, so you've got the option of two things that you can use. What's really good about this as well is that you can use it in mixers, PA systems, electric guitar amplifiers, soundboards, so it's very, very versatile. So to be honest, Fifine have pulled it off yet again. They produced something that is absolutely phenomenal for the price. There's maybe a couple of little changes I've made to the design, but apart from that, there's really no complaints with this. And my star rating for the Fifine K037B wireless microphone system will be 9 stars out of 10.